Welcome back to the Roottrees are dead, and we shall continue our exploration into the Roottrees family tree. Let us begin. So, we got 3 new evidence now. First, vote for Stephanie Jones for City Council. Better for Butler Country. Okay, you're pregnant, alright? This was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. He had a handwritten note attached that seemed personal. It is a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown out in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. And now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply, love is our future. Okay, interesting. And then we got, this photo was stuck inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. The letter says, to Carl and Brenda. Okay, I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It is traditional to have it as soon as possible. And Ernie, more than anyone else on earth. Know how busy your job can be. I've enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respect, though it's not expected for those outside of the faith to do so, alright? Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl had carried on for him after taking over. Okay, Ernie is Carl's mentor. As for myself, it is impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bill. Though we can't see too late for him to get on the donor list. The company took care of us beyond our wildest expectation. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust, and that it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after your visit, Brenda. Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We could never have done that without the two of you fighting for us. Much love, Debbie. Okay, looks like Debbie is Ernie's wife. And okay. Alright, cool. So we got 3 new things to explore now. So first thing first, I want to try to complete Wolf Rotary occupations. So, unknown occupation. What about unemployed? No, so everybody seems to have an occupation. Student is a occupation though. So I will assume you are a student from a college. Okay, cool. Because there is no data about what the hell are you doing right now. Okay, so Ernie is Carl's mentor. So I will assume you are from this generation. Okay. So, Roottrees James musician. So, somebody is not married from Carl's generation. Okay. And looks like you also have a daughter. Can be anything. Okay. So, Stephanie Jones vote for City Council. Okay. We can check those. Check the Steiner search. Stephanie Jones. Learn from election result page that Stephanie Jones, a candidate for City Council, won her campaign on election day about a month ago. You find no mention of the Roottrees in any article about you. Stephanie also has a very bare-bones website for her campaign. It is simply a picture of her campaign mailer. Underneath it says, be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. Okay, we got a new periodical. While the Roottrees Candy Company now has its headquarters in the city, the company began on a small farm, alright? Butler County Times is a local paper there. Likely article from the years involving the Roottrees family and those adjacent to them. It has been automatically added to periodical, okay? As a side note, a video game called The Roottrees Are Dead was once set in a Butler country, and it turns out the creator never lived in or near Butler country or even had any connection to Butler country. Fourth wall break? Interesting. Alright, so we got a new periodical. So, Butler County Time. What about our patriots? Sir Elias Roottrees. Okay. Elias Roottrees. Galley has appeared in the Butler County Times quite often. Almost everything you find in the first few pages of result are the same type of things you can find with a basic internet search. Okay, Stephanie Jones. The most recent mention of Stephanie Jones is a small report detailing the election result from the last month election. Stephanie won, okay. You also find the full version of the newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it is unimportant, you do find the following. Born Stephanie London until her marriage to local business owner Brian Jones, okay, has lived in Butler County her whole life. Grew up in a home without a father, with my mother and her partner. I recently had an entirely female influence. Oh, okay. Mother and her partners. Alright, cool. Though she's a distant cousin of the Roottrees, distant cousin, her mother, Caroline, a local artist who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, has often come out opposed to the corporation policy regarding deforestation of indigenous trees to expand their maple farm. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay, Brian Jones, local businessman. There are many advertisements over the year as well as more articles from 1995 about Jones Graphic and Print. The article is a piece about Brian Jones taking over his father's print company after 20 years. So Brian is from outside the Roottrees family? Okay, Brian seems to not have let it go to waste as a marketing opportunity during an interview portion. I've been in and out of that shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know. When it comes to getting the job done right, we've been printing staple of Butler County for years, and even the Butler County Times use us for their coupon page a few times a year. Thanks, by the way, he laughed. But still, whether you're a new client or one of our regular, nothing will change. Come on down for the best price or bulk printing anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania, or search for us online. I designed the website myself, okay? Caroline, okay? Well, my mother and her partner, I essentially had an eccentric female influence. So are you adopted? Interesting. So, Spider search, what about Brian Jones? Famous athlete would broke a pole vaulting record 1954. So, different Brian Jones, eh? Okay, so, last time okay, here, guardian, adoption or otherwise. Married, okay. So let's have a look here. So this is Stephanie Jones, this is Brian Jones, okay. Carl, I know you don't see eye to eye when it comes to the ND company, but if you could talk to your girl about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie CM. Wait, what? CM? Stephanie London, local businessman Brian Jones. CM? Do not let conflict spread to the next generation. CM. Stephanie, you could use the publicity, use the policy your daughters bring. Baby of her own due Christmas, and now 22 years later with a baby of her own. Of her own? Wait, is Brian Jones divorced? Well, that will be pretty interesting. So Stephanie Jones is a cousin of the Roottrees families. Distant cousin. So you are already outside the... Well, shit, things is getting a little bit complex here. Periodical about Stephanie Jones. Her mother, Caroline, a distant cousin of the Roottrees. Her mother, Caroline, a local artist. Okay. So periodical Caroline. Caroline Roottrees? No, okay. Caroline Jones? What? Really? Her mother, Caroline. Caroline Landon? Really? Caroline Landon? Jones? Roottrees? So, looks like it is somebody truly unknown. A distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother Caroline, a local artist, in the front page of Butler County Times. Caroline London, Caroline Jones. Interesting. Brian Jones advertisement about Jones Graphic and Print in the Butler County Times. Okay, nothing. Brian Jones taking his father's. Okay. Interesting. So this is Brian Jones and this is Caroline Landon. Are you inside here? Caroline Jones? Wait, what? No? Okay. Caroline Morden Jones? Brian Jones? Okay, Brian Jones is here. Stephanie Landon is here. Okay. Caroline Morden. Caroline Morden. Few art websites without much details. She seems to be associated with the movement called POFLAC. Founded in the 70s, parents and friends of lesbian and gays. Okay, cool. So, I guess we can check Caroline Morden here. You find a cover story about local art installation, including one by Caroline Morden. There isn't much about Caroline as a person. This is mostly a listing of art in Butler County, okay? Accompanying this story, there is an image of Caroline standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. It is captioned, Caroline standing next to her art sculpture Atlantis Burden. This sculpture is one of many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art of the Beauty of Women. Okay, so a new public library. Caroline Morden. Oops, we flipped those. Caroline Morden. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Oh. So, Eloise, mostly black and white pictures of Caroline's art. Okay. Have not been added as evidence. Color not straight. They certainly have not been added to evidence. Yeah, that's true. If you add this as evidence, this game will jump from all ages to adult only. Talk about influence. One of the youngest in her generation had late teens. She felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave out on drink to settle for boring men. She especially disliked her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who he calls complete bogus. Alright, their marriage led her to double down on her passion, art and the environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees company effect on the local environment. Okay. How she was able to compare her father's sect to make change to policy. That her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moment in her life. All negative. And then the only good thing ever gave her was a daughter. Leaving them all behind for good was push her to pursue the true art. Art and the beauty of women. Okay, interesting. So what about POFLAC? Nothing relevant. Okay. Parents for friends of lesbian and gay. Nothing relevant. Okay, interesting. Not you. Caroline Morden. Atlantis symbolized society split by a decision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. The picture on the front has been added to evidence. Okay, you're Caroline Morden. Atlantis burden. Let's have a look at spider search. Atlantis burden. Nope, nothing. Okay. Atlantis burden. Self-portrait. Okay. So, dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Okay. And Dr. Wilson is the brother. Let her to double down. She has been her brother-in-law. So the sister is Gwendolyn and the cousin Bonnie, alright? Her marriage to Mark. All negative, alright? Eloise, eh? So this guy seems to be divorced several times. Married by the child is not born yet. So is this the one? Oh, I think I get it. So, you are Stephanie London. You are a politician. Politics. And your Brian Jones is your spouse. Okay. And then you, Caroline Morden. Occupation is sculpturist or artist. Okay, artist. Married to someone named Mark London. Okay. And now your spouse is someone named Eloise. I think this is it. Okay. I definitely already revealed 3 people, but I definitely make a mistake somewhere here. So divorced, married someone named Eloise, her partner, and adopted Stephanie London and James Bryan. You are married and expecting a child, right? And then the father. Okay, let's have a look. Self-portrait. Her brother-in-law is Dr. Wilson. She calls completely bogus. Okay. Gwendolyn. Her sister is Gwendolyn. Okay, Gwendolyn Roottrees and Gwendolyn Morden, but there is no entry. No, that is a mistake. Self-portrait art of the beauty of woman. Okay, Gwendolyn Morden. Butler County time. Nothing relevant. Okay. What about international? Nothing, eh? Interesting. So, the father is also Zachary Morden. Zachariah Morden. So, you are married into the Butler family like this? Politician. Brian Jones, Guardian, somebody named Eloise, Mark Landon, Divorce. Mark Landon. No. Mark Landon. So somebody is pretty obscure here, eh? Caroline Morden. Butler County, Atlantis Burden, Art and Beauty for Women. Okay. Check. We took the photo already. Wait, unknown name. Wait, I forgot to... Morden Caroline. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have to discover 9 more people here, I think. Yep. So, once you verify this person, okay. So, there's someone named Gwendolyn Morden. And you mentioned also the father Zack. No, not you. This is like her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. Okay. Brother-in-law. So, brother-in-law is you, Dr. Wilson. Okay, there's a lot of Wilson here, so I cannot do that. Her father Zack to make change in the policy. Wait, what? But Zachariah Morden should be somebody big, right? Zachariah Morden. No? Okay. Did I make a typo? Zachariah Roottrees. Zach Roottrees. What? Zachariah Morden. Really? Caroline Morden. Atlantis Burden. And Ruth, how she was not able to convince her father, Zack, to make change in policy. Her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile movement. Her was a daughter, leaving them all behind for good. She pushed to pursue her true loves, art and the beauty of women. Zachariah. What? What is going on here? So you are married to someone from the Roottrees family? You are an artist, politics, Brian Jones, that is correct. Always use a person's most recent occupation. Interesting. So, Gwyneth M., Caroline Guy, next president Guy Hudson, Bonnie Ernie Jr., we know who Ernie Jr. is. Caroline, Gwyneth M. Gwendolyn Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees, Penelope Tessa Green, okay. Oh, there's a new photo. This photo was a noted text from your employee. Here's a bonus. When I put the water damage picture of the fridge spirit of the frame, this fell out too. What on the back photo is couldn't make the real name. Wishing you well from Paris, Gwyn and the boys. Okay. Wolf listening to his parents' latest music. Okay. Interesting. So are you a K-12? Yep. Not a college student, but still in K-12. So nice. 3 more blood relatives has been Roottrees Wolf, Caroline Morden, and Stephanie Landon. And we know Mark Landon, Eloise, the partner Brian Jones. Oh, the photo, cool. Booyah! Nice. So, very, very nice. Now we have to identify 6 more. And then, Caroline Morden, Stephanie Landon. Okay, any more photo that I haven't accounted for? This is cool. This is cool. Okay, this is cool. We already done this. Not yet. Not yet. Gwyn and the boys. The free spirits out of the frame. Okay. So this is the mermaid sculpture. Okay. Notable Roottrees. Okay, everyone has been accounted for. Lauren Roottrees. We haven't searched that. Let's have a look. Lauren Roottrees. Lauren Roottrees, a distant relative of the Roottrees sister, is known for her book A Life Between Wars. Alright. So we can search those. Not periodicals. Lauren Roottrees. Not relevant from your investigation. Wait, what? Lauren Roottrees, a relative to a distant relative of the Roottrees sister. In the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty. What? What's going on? Lauren Rafferty. To little Penfe, when her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted to release them under her original name. Oh. Okay. To take advantage of memory of the family notoriety. The selection of diary entries was released in 1965 as A Life Between Wars, spanning from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with the post-war war as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspective on changing times and socialites all the way through the entry into Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it has found new life as an exercise in high school English classes. After the success of her diaries, her publisher released her romance novel under the name Lauren Roottrees. This includes Romance in the Court, which gained notoriety. Okay. So, Lauren Roottrees. Really? Why there is no entry? Okay, she followed the release with 2 new sequels, creating what fans refer as the Court Jester series. You find no recent detail about Lauren, though she is listed as retired. Court Jester, book by Lawrence Roottrees. New Romance Return to Court and New Romance in Court. Searching for them online yields few results. Yep, few results. Popular 30th, they are in high demands. What? Lauren Roottrees, A Life Between Wars. So, I probably best to search it in the public library section. Oh, okay. Yep. Published in 1965, student edition. You have the jackpot there. This is a book originally taught in school. You won't find a hardcover edition for a student that has full page, high quality picture in it. A summary of the contents book photo has been printed. Oh shit, 7 new evidence, what the fuck? Okay, this is your husband, alright. A Life Between Lauren Roottrees. Important event, so Jacob. And she's pregnant, okay. She was the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on the father's side. On the father's side, a granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on the father's side. Okay. Her mother's family, he was the granddaughter. Her mother's family was called the Cossels, but she hardly ever mentioned that. Her father, who she always referred as Pop, was the head lawyer of the Roottrees Candy Company, Clancy Trust. Okay, it is clear from the context that the Roottrees have internal shorthand name for the different generation. Lauren used them all. 5 pieces is the first generation. The next generation is Lauren's generation. The Free Spirit, the generation after Lawrence, including her son. Oh, okay. The next generation. Okay, so this is the generation with Lawrence in. Take both photo. So this is Lauren Roottrees, and she is a granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on the father's side. So granddaughter. So second generation here. Pregnant. So, and her husband died. Not you. Definitely not you. Her husband's name is Jacob. So, okay. Jacob Rafferty is your husband. And so, who is your son? Okay, there's a lot of Rafferty. What the fuck? So, Jacob Rafferty is the husband of Lauren. Gwyn Roottrees, divorced, still married. Your husband died young. Okay. Interesting. So, Jacob Rafferty. Okay. Periodical Jacob Rafferty. Did I misclick something? Rafferty Jacob. So not much I can dig from that, unfortunately. So not really notable piece. Her mother's family was called the Cossells, and she hardly ever mentioned them. The Cossell, eh? Yep, Sarah Cossell. There is only one entry. So Sarah Cossell. So Sarah Cossell is married into the Roottrees family with someone from the Roottrees. Okay. So, latest next generation. Attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation. For old time's sake, we gather on the warehouse floor. I wanted Ellie to stand all the way left. Now this is Eli. Seems to me she looked a lot like Pop did in the old one. But I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together. And so we climbed up in the middle and let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwyn. Too good to make an appearance, so Gwyn is not here? Okay, interesting. The next generation. So your husband, Jacob Rafferty, died in the final wars of World War II when you are pregnant. Left her to raise her son Clark Rafferty. So, who's her only child again in the next generation? No, not you. A granddaughter of Elias in the father's side. So on the right side. There's 2 photos here. Interesting. Jacob died in the final month of World War II. Okay, interesting. So is there a hint who is married? No, I cannot see any hint. So which one are you again? Looks like this is you. I assume. The Lantern Tessa Green fundraiser. Okay. Gwyn and the boys. And Grandma insisted we included Sam, even if we didn't want to. Don't ask the suit why, including Sam. I also don't think that it fair Miracle made it in, since he's technically a 5-piece. Oh, Miracle Jr. is the 5-piece. Okay. I guess my inner child still hold a grudge even after all these years. Interesting. Very interesting. So who already have one child? You. With one extra photo. So wait, what? Not you. Which an only child again? No, I don't think this is this generation. This? Because the husband has a photo, right? And you're the only child. So you, Lauren, Roottrees, you are a housewife. What is again mentioned here about Lauren? A writer. Not a screenwriter. Author. The father is not Zach, Jacob. Jacob Rafferty. You. So I will assume that because both of these spouse doesn't have any photo. So you are Lauren Rafferty from the father's side. Okay. And your son is Scott. Clark Rafferty. Clark Rafferty. Interesting. Family tree use surname from birth, even if the person changed their last name after marriage. Okay. Lauren married name, Lauren Rafferty. Okay. Clark Rafferty, alright. Looks like this is Clark Rafferty, if I have to guess. Public library. Clark Rafferty. A few fans site for the band Jim and Diamond seems to mention that they used to make music with Clark Rafferty. Jim and Diamond, they mentioned this album called These Times. Alright. A band called C&J J&D released in one single called This Time. Someone with the username XXX Diehard Dazzler XXX scanned the cover and noted that it cost him over $200 at auction. Apparently, this was Jim Roottrees and Diamond LaRoux's first song together. Also mentioned it was performed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister. Diamond's sister? Somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's artwork, okay? You can't find any details about Diehard Dazzler. What do we got again? Wait, what? Oh, there is new. Okay, there's a lot of. What? Oh, something dropped. Ha! 1 second, let me stick things up. Okay, that was a pretty surprising accident. 1 second. Boom! Nice. We stick it again. Alright, back to gaming, boys. Okay, so next, alright. These times, okay, memorabilia, C and J plus J and D. So Jim and Diamond plus the lyric of the song contain no clue. Folk style song critic, catchy, magazine. Clark Rafferty and Jim Roottrees. Backup vocals by the LaRouxes. LaRouxes, eh? Diamond LaRouxes' sister. So you are married to somebody named LaRouxes again. Yep, there's a lot of LaRouxes here. Diamond, LaRouxes James, and LaRouxes Kim. So according to the time is Jim Roottrees. Wait, what? Why are you named Jim Roottrees? Clark Rafferty. So Clark and Jim? Jim and Diamond? They mentioned about album called This Time. Okay. A band releases single This Time. XXX Die Hard Dazzler XXX. Jim and Diamond plus with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister. C and J, Jim and Diamond, Clark and Jane. Really? So you are also an writer song. You are also a musician. And the spouse name is Jane LaRoux. That is the only name, right? There's only LaRoux Kim and Jane LaRoux. So C and J. Also a Roottrees is mentioned. What? Clark Rafferty and Jim Roottrees, which is Jim Roottrees is this guy. James Roottrees, yep, that is cool. There's 4 guys here. Not much. MMM Magazine. Backup focus by the LaRoux. Okay. So Jane LaRoux. No. Jane LaRoux. Without S. Jane DelVecchio is listed on the talent for hire site. Way down in the credentials section of what biography mentioned she got her start as a young girl. Okay. She was Jane LaRoux of the Lucky LaRoux. Oh. In the event that you wish to hire her, so the Lucky LaRoux. Talent for hire site, wedding singer, Jane LaRoux. Okay. Okay. Talent for the Lucky LaRoux, Jane DelVecchio. Jane LaRoux. She was Jane LaRoux. Okay. Mention the only contact her agent on inquiry talent for hire. Alright. I guess there's not much else to discover over here. Interesting. So, not you. So you are a blonde. So I assume you are, from the hair color alone. Is there a photo asked about LaRoux Jane's? No. Also this, okay. Lawrence here contains some level. This is the 5 pieces. The picture was famous our house. Bob even had it framed. That's him on the left. Okay, this is wait, I cannot click anything here. What? Okay, so that is Pop's on the left. So, this picture was famous. Angie and I both wanted to be on the photo since Miracles was in it, and the 3 also were all about the same age. We were taught only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well. They said eventually I'm supposed to stop the tantrums. They posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out years later that they never even took a second photo. This is the 5 pieces, okay? Bob even had it framed. That's him on the left. So, alright. So this is the 5 pieces, okay. I don't think I want to explore over here for now. These times, okay. Pari. Clark Rafferty as a musician. You have 2 more photos that I haven't discovered yet. Jane Del Vecchio, Jane Leroux. The Leroux of the Lucky Leroux. Talent for hire, okay. Jane Diamond Leroux. Jim and Diamond, okay. Clark Lafferty this time. Die Hard Dazzler, James Roottrees and Diamond Leroux first song together, performed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister. Blazing 5's 35 minutes download. Yeah, that is slow, man. So, Jim's cousin is Clark Lafferty. Okay. So, the same generation, correct? So, 1, 2, I already confirmed 2 guys. And I need to confirm 1 more guys. So, Clark ended up divorcing someone. I mean, it can also be your 2nd and 3rd wife. So, what else can I find here? This time, C&J, collector of Jim and Roottrees memorabilia. Mosaic Clark Rafferty and Jim Roottrees. So, you have a mustache, so I assume this is James Roottrees. Yup, I assume that is you. And in that case, you are Clark Rafferty. Which I cannot add anything yet because it haven't been mentioned yet. The blonde one is you are Leroux Diamond. So Jane Leroux seems to be one of this guy, correct? You have a son, you have a children here, and you have 2 children here. That is a complicated family tree, what the fuck? Alright, so is there anything else I can confirm? They post us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with my own Gwendolyn. So there's also this thing. Complaints from the Lawrence Roottrees diary. Speaking on Gwen's family, Lawrence family, Gwen, who is on the notable Roottrees list. Everyone has something to complain. Gwen, as an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her that being expected to watch after the 3 young brothers. Gwen, as an only child, in the summer where I went to stay with her own Margot, I hope, okay. Glamorous life, and I'm stuck here with Clark. So, notes, complaints, dynasty, Sam and Clark. Clark from Lawrence Roottrees diary. Clark getting married, and in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18 for God's sake, and Daniel isn't much older. Oh, okay, so it is your first wife, Daniel Franks. So, okay. But openly confronting them would make me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers, all sort of nonsense. The only one who has any discipline is Carl. But that is because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seem to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we live anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Pop seemed to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his Birdman once he retired. And as for me, my first published book, Swabaka My Heart. Pirate story, okay. They all ended up in the street, even Clark. So, this is the free spirits. So, So the five pieces, next generation, the free spirits. Okay. Frank's Daniel. Okay, so, Sam from Lauren Roottrees diary learned that Elias Roottrees had given it to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in the family's gathering. Had been pushing to get Sam for quite some time. Lauren writes, "Why is Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. Granny had sister and granddad had a brother or two, but I was told to trim their branches from the family. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up." Aggie summoned all the next gen to a meeting in Zach's office. Queens in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy. Paul Hasmin said it was complicated. Clancy swore she saw Sam working alongside a farmhand. Clancy Edward Roottrees and Clancy Roottrees Jr. Clancy Edward Roottrees. The clan seat, a trust, okay. Elias' son from the head lawyer at the time. Elias' son and the Roottrees Candy Company. Clancy Roottrees Jr. Clancy Roottrees Jr. Interesting. Complaints. Spectre want Gwyn. Alright, Gwyn as an only child complained of loneliness. Told her that being expected to after three young brothers didn't feel like a blessing. Gwyn, So three young brother as an only child. This Dynasty. Elias stepped down as the president of the Roottrees Candy and the meeting that banned his successor. I wish I had been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Granddad was furious none of this son would take over as president. But that's what he gets for holding on to it so long. Architect, preacher, lawyer, nobody got time for candy. So with the five pieces refusing to step up, it came down out to the next gen. So the next president after Elias is somebody from the next gen. Everyone from the five pieces doesn't really want to step up. That the company should stay with our branch of the planet since we still have the Roottrees name. I'm not even sure Clancy could have wanted it, but he's the one who was volunteered. Sack. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. The firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. So this is Sack. Sack Wilson. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy. He's the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. when it came to his bloodline. I can see if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angus is older than Zack, and I'm just the next oldest of us all. But he just laughed. I'll never forget the cuss word Pop used when he thought Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick with it, at least with Katie in my contrary. Maybe they wanted it to go through the only member of family who looks like the sample of the product. Interesting. Zack. His surname doesn't match the candy. He is the firstborn son of the firstborn 5 Ps. So Angie is older than Zack. So firstborn son of the firstborn 5 Ps. So the firstborn is a woman because they don't inherit the. Because they don't inherit the. There's a lot of Wilson here. So who's the firstborn again? There's 2 women. Mr. Mordell was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn Morden, Gwendolyn Roottrees. I guess we can search about Zack Wilson. No, okay. Zack, Roottrees. Zack Roottrees. Zack Wilson. Satch Wilson with H. Oh, forgot the L. Interesting. Dynasty Sam. You learn that Elias Roottrees has given it to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure, was to be included in family's gathering. Gwyneth has been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sister and Gwyneth has brother of 2. Gwyneth Roottrees often attended social events with her husband. She's not mentioned in the newspaper except in that context, so you find no useful information. So somebody named Wilson is your husband, probably? Wilson Gem, Jason Wilson, Stephen Wilson. Stephen Wilson. Jem Wilson. Stephen Jason Gem. Jason Wilson. Stephen Wilson. Oh, sorry. That is the wrong periodical. Oh, Business Watch. Sad Wilson? No. Gem Wilson. Jem Wilson. Gem Jason Stephen. Okay, there's another book also mentioned here, so let's have a look. Klaus is getting married, blah 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 blah. Even all my cousins are doing well. Zack is not a bad president after all, and his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Gwen is Gwen, but at least she came out of the discord with her head held high. So Gwen is also somebody who is divorced in the same generation as you. Oh, okay. Wait. She even told us she might come home next year so we can meet her kids. Alright, nice. Wait a second. I swear Queen Roottrees. Her father took her mother's famous name. Her father took her mother's... Oh, so this is the other Roottrees, the other female from the 5 pieces. And the other one is here. Interesting. So I guess we mark this or this. Is there anything interesting I can check from here? No. Miracle is not here, right? Miracle Roottrees. Miracle the third. What? Huh? Miracle Roottrees. Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottrees estate, bare bones by the framework. Witness the testimony of the Miracle Roottrees. Miracle Roottrees arrived so late in his mother's life, the doctor swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwen, named him Miracle because they thought it's impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sister by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the financial of this grandson was nearly torn apart by countless health problems. Miracle Roottrees Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel. The poor lord coming to town. Oh, it's you. The one with the rainbow one. So Miracle the Third is Cubsabert Miracle Third and his wife Nicole. A special appearance from Miracle Roottrees. Alright, so you are the... Okay. So, So you are in a cult basically, right? So this is Miracle. Miracle the Third is a pastor. So this is Miracle Roottrees. This is Miracle the Third. And this is Miracle Junior. Really? You name everyone you name every single one of you as the... Well, that is surprising. So that is you. Your opposition is a pastor. And no. What the hell? Miracle Jr. was said to be world famous and get stopped billing. Miracle Jr. is a notable Roottrees list. He will be marked at chart with star. Nicole was said to be the youth pastor. Interesting. Well, yeah, that is Miracle Jr., the root pastor. So this is Miracle Jr., his wife is Nicole. So there is also Roottrees Miracle the Third. Featuring testimony from the famous Miracle Jr. Also, I think I saw someone with a rainbow tie here. Why are you wearing an eye patch? Your eye is pretty normal. There's also this guy with the same beautiful tie. Has two alternate photo. So the free spirits, right? So you are not from... So this is the free spirit. So you are from the next generation. Huh, interesting. Miracle Roottrees Jr. Miracle Network, Miracle Roottrees Estate. Totting, okay. Miracle. What the birth that laid the final child of his generation, never taught by countless health problem, with the power of God. He unburdened himself. So I assume you are Miracle Roottrees Jr. and your occupation is a priest? No. Author, baby cashier, hairdresser, media mogul, model, musician. Interesting. News anchor, police officer, preacher. So looks like I might make a mistake here. Oh wait, what? I think I'm doing a dumb shit here. Children are welcome. Celebrate with your pastor Miracle 3rd and his wife Nicole. Miracle Jr., the world famous Miracle. Oh, that is Miracle Jr. That is not the... This is Miracle Jr. Because you have a stars here. The preacher. 3 generation of Miracle Tour. Miracle the 3rd and his wife Nicole. So this is Miracle the 3rd, right? Three generations. So 1, 2, 3. You're also a preacher? Yep, nice. And the wife is Nicole. And the entries collect Roottrees Lauren, Miracle Jr. and Jacob Rafferty. Franks Daniel. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. Booyah. Next, please. W.R. Teddy.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottrees family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about
is our employee the one who stole that?
Search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Alright. So his wife is Nicole. There's Nicole Smith and Nicole Madsen. Nicole Smith. Nicole Madsen. Nicole Roottrees. Nope. Alright. Alright, so this is correct. This is correct. Which wrong again? Okay, Clark Rafferty is wrong. Roottrees Lauren is correct though. Clark Rafferty is wrong. He's not a musician. What the hell? So, I guess this is a younger Roottrees. You are from the... That is from the Free Spirit photo. Right. New development. This. The free spirit is the Garrison of the Lauren, including her son. Wait, what? So it is under one of these, so this is not you. So over here has been completed. Okay. To Carl and Beda, and then Shiva. We already completed both of these things, so the new thing is this. The next generation. Okay, there's somebody with a photo here. So you say you are the alternate photo of Yep. So are you the one really? So there is no alternate photo of Roottrees Miracle Jr. His wife is Nicole. Okay. Miracle Third. Miracle Roottrees. Miracle Roottrees. Miracle Witness Miracle Roottrees. Miracle Roottrees. Miracle Network. Alright. So I make a mistake with Clock Rafferty. Oh, I guess that is not your latest job. So they end up on the streets, even Clark? Huh. So Zack is not a bad president after all. Huh. I honestly will assume that this is Miracle Roottrees because, well, they definitely have a very rough birth. The final child from others from Gwyneth and the final child of Gwyneth and okay, so this is a mistake. So you are this guy. And Clark is... So you're not this guy, you are this guy, okay. This is correct. Spouse is correct. This is wrong, right? So I guess that is the... Jane Leroux. This guy. Yep. So that is your final spouse. And there is one more spouse. Interesting. You are married to someone named Nicole. Okay. Roottrees Miracle Jr. has another entry. Okay, why Sam? Sam. Cat Troll Sam or Samantha Roottrees? Sam, Cat Troll. Samantha. No entry. Interesting. Cat Troll Sam, Samantha Roottrees. Samantha with H. Okay. Interesting. Sam's Catro Sam. Catro. Miracle Roottrees. Miracles have appeared in the Butler County a great deal over 10 years. The Miracle Network. You do find article mentioning Lego Trouble. After he trophy line in article about the tour they plan to take. 3 generation of Miracle Tour. Okay. Samantha Roottrees. Nothing relevant. Sam Catro. Miracle. Oops, sorry. I mean to search here. The Miracle Network. TV shows, product, has multiple advertisement. Three generation of Miracle Tour. Anything mentioned in the periodical? No, nothing new. So, Legal Trouble. Legal. Nope, okay. The Love Launch, Jack watching his mother. So have I crossed the line of all notable Roottrees list? Yes, indeed. So this is cool. Gwen and the Boys. Summer 86. Were said, and this one were said to be youth pastor, okay. Leroux, Jane Leroux, okay. There's also someone with a visor here from the Free Spirit, right? Or is that the next, the TNG generation? Yep, that is you, Roottrees Miracle. I wanted Eli to stand on the way left. He looks like Pop. Okay. Oh. You're holding a son? Okay. Filter it behind and in front of us. The only one to go to make our Queen was Queen. Grandma insisted we included Sam even if we didn't want to. So someone named Sam is here. Miracle made it in since it's technically a 5-piece. Wait, Miracle is here? Is that you, Miracle? Looks like it is you, Miracle. Certainly very interesting. So Stephanie Jones, this is Soph. Show text items, show marketing items, show everything. Oh, we can do this. Interesting. So this is a story item, photograph. No more info here. There is some info here. No more info here either. Gwen was on the notable Roottrees as an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers. Watch over 3 younger brothers? What? So the other brother, okay. Wait, why that entry is wrong? Queen Roottrees. Her mother's famous name. Okay. Interesting. So a very messy divorce here. And what the hell does that mean? Split up. Okay. Queen Roottrees. Guys like us. Leslie Florence and Harrison Lane. Okay. Incredible true story. Flops is on a page called Flops. It was a war. Flops. Flops. It's on a page called Flops. Soldier Rye. Okay. Guys like us who direct those. Cow Roottrees. Okay. There's this tree guy, which I haven't, we're rolling. Okay. You were unable to attend the funeral. Ernie was a man full of love. So the second one is somewhere in this generation, right? No, I don't think this is Zachariah more than no. Zachariah. Such Wilson. Wait, Such Wilson is where? Okay, here. So this is someone named Wilson. Zachariah Morden or Zach Wilson. Legal periodical are both required field. Legal book. Okay. Attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo within our generation. For Otas I will gather on the warehouse. I wanted Ellie to stand tall all the way on the left. It looks a lot like Pop did in the old one, but I was outvoted. Old one? Are you Eli? Roottrees Diary, Notable Roottrees. Okay, also there's this book, right? Where? Sam. Free Spirits. Life Between Wars. You will mark. Okay. Her father, Pop, which she always referred to as Pop, was the head lawyer. Oh. Where are you again? Oh, so this is the lawyer of the... So this is the lawyer of the Roottrees Candy, the head lawyer. Alright. So... Either you or you, right? No way it's you. I think it is mentioned in... Kretzel what? 5 pieces. No, not this one. Element, the Roottrees Legacy. The Roottrees versus AR. Here, Wild Bill Williams. We still don't know who the hell Wild Bill Williams is. 5-piece guarantee. Elias Roottrees attempt to ensure that the Roottrees Candy Company would remain family business. Combined with the Clancy Trust. Clancy Edward was Elias' son. Oh, so I guess that is Clancy Edward Roottrees. Yep, that is you. A lawyer. Clancy Edward Roottrees. Can I search about you in Blatter County, Tom? No, nothing relevant about the business watch. The Clancy Trust was mentioned many times, most result from 40, but with more recent reference crept in. It lost the entire candy company legal as it was considered to secure the feature his father's famous name. Okay. So the photos can be you or you. You are the head. Was caption famous, that's him. Pops even had it framed. That's him on the left. Oh, that is Pops. Yup. So this is you. Bang. You are the father of Roottrees Lawrence. Okay. Nice. And do you have a spouse? I don't think Roottrees Miracle's occupation is... Okay, I think it is mentioned somewhere here about the successor in the dynasty section. I wish I'd been fly on the wall. Granddad was furious knowing his son would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding onto its own. Architect, preacher, and lawyer. Okay, looks like Roottrees Miracle is truly a preacher here. Bang. Alright. So Roottrees Miracle is truly a preacher. And Roottrees Clancy Edward. This is all the woman in the family. So the last photo is this guy. Yup. Which I don't know yet. Okay, I think I can guess something. So grape, elderberry, egg, GEECCEM, GEEC. Yup. Okay, I think I know how this works here. GEECCEM. This is GE. This is Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn GEECM. Wait, M? Huh? Okay, CE. GEECCEM. GE. Wait, what? GEECCE. EC. CEM. Elias Jr. No. Wait, what? Edward Roottrees. Maybe I can search about Edward Roottrees somehow. Nothing relevant. Not in business one. In the quantity time. No. Clancy Edward Roottrees. Okay, that is the clan set. Alright. Edward Roottrees, unknown occupation. Miracle Roottrees is a preacher. Okay. Gwendolyn Roottrees. Nothing. Okay. That is Pops. What? I can take this photo? What the fuck? Huh? Only 5 pieces. I'm supposed to stop the tantrum. They pose us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden. Eli Jr. decide. Elias Jr. Roottrees. Wait, no, that's wrong. Super wrong. So 1, 2. So I guess we have to steal one more bloodline to understand what the hell is your job. So Clark Rafferty. No, you're not student again. Okay. So what the fuck happened to Clark Rafferty? You say in any other they all end up on another street, but the free freeze in other edits, but they did all end up on the street, even Clark. Okay, so buckle my heart. Copy. No, so okay. So what is your name again? Alive with Lauren Roottrees. Huh? It's based on pirate stories. Zack has a twin, okay. Twins, eh? Second president. I wanted Ellie to stand tall on the way to the left since to me he looks a lot like Pop did in the old one. You? No, you're not one. Things starting to get a little bit very, very interesting right now. Raina Roottrees, Candy. Roottrees Miracle spouse, okay. Brian Jones. So, looks like Caroline Morden has... There is several other Morden here. Gwendolyn Morden. Here. And there is a James Morden, Zachariah Morden. Morden James, Zachariah Morden. Wait, what? Wait. Angelica Morden. Wait, is this Zachariah Morden? The second president? Zachariah Morden. Huh? No entry of that. Zachariah with CA. No. Oh, there's a small blog about Zach Morden, son of James and Gwendolyn Morden. Nice. So James and Gwendolyn Morden is here. James Morden, Gwendolyn Morden. Okay. Grandson and Trinity Candy Component. Elias instructed carrying on his legacy, and that's what I plan to do. Along with 5 pieces or chocolate maple product are selling incredibly well. We will not maybe making any change. Okay, cool. So this is Zachariah Morden, the second president, and his brother is and his older sister is Angelica Morden. So we mark this as unknown. So does this mention your... So this is aka Zach Morden, the second president. Has 2 child, Gwendolyn with unknown occupation. Interesting. So, that is for the TNG, right? Okay. I wanted Ellie to stand tall on the left. He looked a lot like Pop did. Grandma insisted when included Sam. Grandma, eh? Is this Grandma? No, that is not Grandma. No alternate photo for Gwen. Okay. Edward Roottrees with unknown occupation. Roottrees Clancy Edward with is a lawyer. Pops. Zachariah Morden. That's not Zachariah. Okay. So, is there any more hint? James Morden. Okay. Inheriting, Elias entrusted me carrying on his legacy. That's what I plan to do. We will not be making any changes. Alright. What about your first child, Gwendolyn Morden? Nothing. Okay. Zach Morden. Along with 5 pieces. 5 pieces? They flood the result. Okay. Gwendolyn Roottrees, Edward Roottrees. Nothing relevant. Clancy Edward Roottrees. So this is not Miracle. Nah, this is definitely Miracle. So surprisingly, I don't have photo of Zachariah Morden. Very interesting. So, different generation of their family have internal shorthand. 5 pieces. Lauren's generation, the generation after Lauren, including her son. Got milk picture. Gwen and the boys. Oh, this is Gwen. Okay. Oh, that is the twin who is Gwen's son, I think. Right? This is Gwen. And the boys. Yep. One of them is married. Okay. So what the fuck is Wild Bill Williams? Wilkins, Jem Wilson. Nobody's name's William here, so... Gwen Roottrees. Nothing relevant is found. Gwen with double N. Not on business watch. You find many Gwen Roottrees. Most of them are for guys like us and Christmas mission. It doesn't seem like Gwen was a resident of Butter Country for long at all. Twin. Nothing relevant. Okay. Business watch. Somebody's behind here. What the hell is this? Is that Sam? Mr. Morden was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. This is Mr. Morden, right? James Morden, Zachariah, Angelica Morden. I'm sure this is Roottrees Edward Quincy Jr. I'm sure this is Miracle. And okay, the only mistake is Clark Rafferty. I don't know what the fuck your current job is. Actor? Advertising artist? No. Cashier, CEO, chef, dancer, director, housewife, lawyer. Wait, somebody is a housewife right here. Yes, I think so. Or don't you have a job or something? Media mogul. Get out of here, thank you. Clark Rafferty this time. Clark Roottrees. Also panel Ron Roottrees. Delete notes. So panel Tessa Green is someone who got mentioned somewhere here. Retired comedian. Penelope got her stand-up start. Comedian, eh? Can I search something about this? Penelope Tessa Green. Somewhere in the bottle cassette time. Nothing relevant. Tessa Green. Jack was Angel Jack Tessa Green. Jack, Roottrees? What the hell? Jack Roottrees? What the fuck? So somebody named Jack is in the Free Spirit generation? So not from here. Lauren Roottrees, blah blah blah. So the Roottrees name is cut off here. The Roottrees name continue here. So somewhere here. Jack Roottrees, who is still a baby or a student? No? Okay, that is a mistake. Are you here? A student? Nope. Let's have a look. Jack Roottrees. Nothing relevant. Okay. Nope. Swashbuckle my heart. Nope. The Love Lunch, Jack watching one of his mother's karate sets, 1994. Jack or later during one of Penelope Tessa Green Funmaker. Jack, eh? So not here. The Roottrees name won't continue there. Not here either. I'm not sure about here. The Love Lodge got joke. Oh, during one of Tessa Penelope Grand fundraisers. So this child has two photo, right? Yep. So this child has two photo. So who the hell has an alternate photo here? Jack Roottrees. Not here, not here, not here either. Not here. Not here. Not here. What? Jack, eh? Well, shit. Clock Rafferty, okay. So here and here is going somebody named Rafferty. There's Rafferty Class, Rafferty Leroux. Oh, Rafferty Leroux, Jessica, and Katrina. Interesting. So Jessica Rafferty Leroux. No. Katrina. Jessica Rafferty Leroux. So this is somebody named Chris Rafferty. No, nothing. Okay. Rafferty Leroux. Jessica Rafferty Leroux. Nope. Okay. Not in the Butler County time, at least. I don't mistype those, right? Rafferty Des Laroux, Jessica and Katrina. Katrina. Nope. Nothing. No one is interesting. So no one is I guess I will put your name first here, so I don't forget. So Chris Rafferty, Clark. Chris Rafferty married to someone. Married again here. Interesting. The next generation. So there's a son here. I guess it doesn't hurt to check that. What the fuck are you? I mean, I would assume you are someone affiliated with Roottrees Miracle Jr. Attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces for I wanted Eli to stay top on the left, but I was outvoted. They say 4 of us stand together. 4 of us stand together. Oh. Is this Pops? I was outvoted. They insisted 4 of us stand together. Four of us stand together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is Clark Rafferty, right? No, this is not Clark Rafferty. So I got the wrong picture of Clark, I think. Yup. I absolutely got the wrong picture of Clark. Yeah, that is the mistake. So I have to find Clark somewhere here. So this is Jim and this is Clark. So which one of Clark again here? Not you. Somebody with a goatee? Who is not affiliated with the Miracle Church? Someone is pregnant here. I don't think it is you. This is one because the teenager is in the middle. On the right thing, okay. This is Clark Rafferty, next president Guy Hudson, Johnny Caroline Gwyneth Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees, Clark, Carl, and L.I.M. Carl the teenager. So this is not Clark Rafferty. Okay, I should use the photo of this. What am I doing? Where's the band photo? Bang. And now what is left is your bloody occupation. What the fuck are you doing now? You are not a musician anymore. You are not an author either. So you are definitely working somewhere else. Not a cashier. End up on the street, eh? Leroux, Diamond Leroux. Roottrees alias Margolith Samantha Tessa Roottrees. Five pieces. Pop haven't had it framed. That's him on the left. Okay, that is Pop. Is this Eli Jr.? No. Eli Elias Junior Roottrees. Okay. Elias Roottrees Junior. Butler in a website about historical in Butler County. He's listed around that has been called the Unstopped House. Unstopped House, eh? Elias Roottrees Jr. Elias Jr. was Elias' older son. So Elias Jr. was Elias' older son. Where the hell is Elias again? Yup. Elias' older son. Okay, so this is Elias Jr. Unstopped House seems to be unrelated to the Roottrees. Okay. Elias Roottrees. Oh, he's an architect. Okay. Yep, you are an architect and... Yep, nice. Nice. Bang, bang, bang. And then I lock the following. James Morden, correct. That is correct. Correct. Booyah. Nice. And we got the telephone.
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it.
Well, you took it without permission, so you're stealing, my friend.
But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed.
So you are part of the Roottrees.
I'm a Roottrees. I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of.
Well, shit. I am accomplice at this point.
A little bit longer, I'll tell you more. In person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
15? Holy shit. Okay, that's a lot. But that's it for today. I have successfully uncovered 18 relatives. 15 plus 3. So, let's cut off this short. We shall find 15 more in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this game. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace.